So, there is only one quest left here, and it's right in front of the Baldessian Annex. Let's head on over there. Alright, so, over here, in front of the Baldessian Annex, we find our last blue quest here in Old Sharlayan, belonging to a Lalafell known as Nemgigi. And by the looks of it, Nemgigi is a lovely little Lala lady. So, it's time for us to prepare ourselves for the main event. Let's speak with Nemgigi to take on the quest at level 90, entitled The Crystal from Beyond. Nemgigi nods at you as if she was expecting your arrival. It appears my calculations were correct. I knew that at this very spot I would encounter none other than Rika, the hero who saw us through the final days. So certain was I of my math that I stood here for... well, let's not concern ourselves with that. I am Nemgigi, assistant to one Professor Claudian. We work with the Ateoscope to observe the ethereal sea and delve into its myriad mysteries. Some mysteries, though, are beyond even our capabilities to unravel. The strange crystal we've recently discovered, for instance, defies our every conjecture. You've been to the center of the star, and far beyond it. However, so we hope that you may see something in this crystal that we academics do not. I beg you lend us your well-traveled eye at Aporia. Professor Claudian will be eagerly awaiting your arrival. So she takes her curtsy, and she'll be on her way. And so will we. Alright, Aporia, here we come. Alright there, Claudian. Nice to meet you. Also, it looks like you're a female. Yeah, when it said Claudian, I was thinking, something like Claude, of male Elizin to that extent, but no, it's a female healer with us. Well, what do you know? Yeah, we've seen quite a few misleads and misreads. But, yeah, you're standing in front of us now, and that's what matters. Greetings, Rika, and welcome to my humble laboratory. I'm sure Nemgigi has already told you plenty about us, but allow me to introduce myself personally. I am Claudian, leader of this little research collective. I must admit, I have been nervous about this meeting ever since Nemgigi set out to find you. For a researcher in my field, there is no greater an honor than to meet the first woman in history to traverse the ethereal sea and return to tell the tale. Oh, it wasn't the only woman there. We did have Ishtola and we did have Alice. The professor often speaks often at length of your deeds, but he has no small number of achievements to his own name. Also, this actually is a guy? The way that the outfit looks on him, it looks like he has breasts. Oh, God. Yeah, I've been mistaking so many girls for guys, now I'm mistaking guys for girls. Could we turn on a light or two to make things easier to see, please? The professor speaks often, He has peered deeper into the ethereal sea than any other in Sharlayan, and the breadth of his knowledge is peerless. Peerless perhaps but for a single woman. We must seize this precious opportunity to learn what we can from her, and perhaps crack this conundrum that has stopped the three of us for moons. Yeah, speaking of three of you, you're a male Ellison counterpart. It was we who peered into the fathomless sea from the Antitower in the Dravanian hinterlands. There we spoke with Hardalin and learned of the fate that would befall this star, the final days. Soon thereafter, all researchers moved to Labyrinthos, and through the Ateoscope did we continue our vigil. As impressive a work as the device is, however, it can glimpse but a fraction of the sea's infinite depths. Which brings us to the matter at hand. Not long after the Exodus was declared, we recovered an unusual crystal shard during a routine observation. It appeared before us suddenly, as if propelled to the surface by some unknown force. Wow. We found that it possessed an ethereal density that exceeds that of normal crystals by orders of magnitude, and its shape resembles nothing which occurs in the natural world. It was made, not formed. Unfortunately, that was the extent of the information we could glean before we were forced to turn our focus towards the Exodus. The crystal was very nearly forgotten amidst the sudden upheaval. And so, but thanks to the efforts of a certain someone, that crisis is now behind us, and we are free to resume our research. Thus did we decide to seek you out, the dauntless adventurer who delved in the unknown and beheld its innermost secrets. And now we would have you see for yourself. Okay. So, let's have a look. Here is the crystal in question. If it resembles aught you have encountered before, even by the smallest degree, please say so. Yeah, let's see what we're looking at. Oh, wow. I imagine Shinji picked up one of these along the way. Yeah, we know what these things look like. Look how shocked I am. Memory buys of this crystal, or I know someone who bears a similar crystal. Yeah, Shinji. As I thought, you do know what this is. Please tell me everything. Alright then. Yeah, here's what Shinji told me about these things. Yeah, I wish he was here in person to tell it to you, but... I see. The Arsians use these to transfer their memories to new vessels. Fascinating indeed. It was plain that this crystal was special somehow, but this revelation surpasses even my considerable expectations. Similar artifacts have appeared throughout the ages. Memories of martial techniques stored and manifested as crystalline shards on the battlefield, or storied stones passed from master to students. A comparison between said artifacts and this crystal may prove a fruitful first step in revealing its true nature. What do you think, Professor? Oh, he's mumbling. Arsian memories, windows through which we can gaze upon the convocation of 14. Unlike the crystal Enrica's story, this one does not bear the mark of the convocation. Who then could these memories belong to? And more importantly, why were they stored in this particular shard? More importantly still, why was it left to drift on the ethereal sea? Yeah, he's kind of trying to do some doing some deducing and figuring out stuff. I was fully expecting you to blurt out screaming at him. Yeah, she did. Professor Claudian! Yes? I am well aware that contemplation is the key to breakthrough, but there is propriety to consider. We have a guest! One you invited explicitly! Must we do this every time? Yeah. Yes, of course. Our guest. Terribly sorry. I do find myself easily unmoored by the tides of rumination. Yeah. Focus, sir. Concentrate. Perhaps a bit more engaging use of your time with us would be for you to take up that crystal. If indeed there are memories stored within, they may reveal themselves to you upon contact. Yeah, we can have a look at that. So let's take a look. Maybe you just need to flip it over. Or it can shine. If anyone message come, pandemonium, please. Faces grave threats, star in danger. Oh my. That expression does not bode well. What did you see? It's not so much what I saw, but what I heard. Yeah, let me explain it to you. Pandemonium. It is not a word I've heard before. If my knowledge of the ancient tongue serves me, it means all demons. Not a name that inspires optimism, all things considered. Yeah. A precursor to what's to come, perhaps? In the event that another star-shattering cataclysm is in fact bearing down upon us, I would have the aforementioned examples of crystallized memory to hand. Mgigi, Rusino, I entrust their procurement to you. If there are more memories to be extracted from this crystal, we will find them. Meanwhile, as for you, Rika, there is a person I would have you seek. The one who has delivered so dire a warning. Your story tells us that this crystal could very well have been made by one of the ancients. If that is the case, then discerning the nature of this pandemonium would require a trip far into the past, to an era before the Sundering. I know of only one individual capable of such a feat, the very hero who traversed time to prevent the world's doom. In other words, it's on me. I must confess that the tales people tell of your adventures beg a belief, and their veracity has been a subject of much debate among my peers. After today's meeting, however, there can be no doubt in my mind that every incredible exploit is fact. So, I ask you now, return to the past, find out what and where Pandemonium is, and if we need be concerned by this message. Alright then, I'll do what I can. Thank you. For the time being, you should keep the crystal in your possession. I do not think you have seen the last of its memories, and more may be drawn out as you approach their source. Safe travels, and may we meet again soon to share our findings. You got it, sir. Alright, so journey to the ocular and approach the portal. Oh. So we gotta go back to the Costarium. Alright. Alright, we're heading on back in. Oh, now there's a dress up Totoro minion. Oh, but it's from her time over in Stormblood. Hold on. Just to appreciate what this is here. Yeah, I was expecting this thing to be in the outfit that she's currently wearing, not in the kimono that she was wearing over in Stormblood. Yeah, that is crazy that I'm seeing this. I did not know this particular minion even existed. Okay, we gotta speak with Gatekeep. So yeah, please take me on inside. And come right here. So I guess we gotta go back through the portal again for this to count. I'm like, yeah, let's bring this out. And have a look at it. If receives this message. Yeah, what are we getting ourselves into? Time to go on in slow motion. As the voice continues to call out to us. In we go. Whoa. That was sudden. And when we wake up, with obviously a bump on our head. Yeah, I'm gonna be feeling that one. So where are we? Looks like we made it back to Elpis. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, someone is with us as well, and I think I may have ran into this guy. I might have landed on them. Yeah, I couldn't have just gone through the portal back at the point of origin. I just crashed into this little guy. Could it be? Yeah, what are you looking at me like that for? No, of course not. Apologies, but for the briefest moment I thought you to be a dear friend of mine. I realize now that such a notion is preposterous. Well, no doubt you'll identify me as a familiar like everyone else did. She told me a falling star would appear before me, and I suppose you must be it. Truth be told, I did not expect the expression to be so literal. Me neither. Yeah, what have I gotten myself into? Right there, Themis. Nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you there, Mr. Themis. Also, hey there, Elizabeth. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Oh, apologies for not introducing myself properly. My name is Themis. As you can see my bare face, I am not one of Elpis's observers. Rather, I am come here on an assignment which has been more or less routine up until this very moment. And why is that? You certainly do know how to make an entrance. I must wonder what brought you here, for it is plain that you do not belong here, or any place I know for that matter. Because it first described him as a boy, and also he's, obviously that would make him smaller than the other Asians here. Yeah, let's explain to him that, sure, let's keep perpetuating. It appears my initial impression was not so preposterous after all. I did not know my friend had such a unique familiar at her disposal. If you are here at Aslan's behest, then I believe I can hazard a guess as to your purpose. You are here to investigate Pandemonium, yes? How did you know? Yeah, how did you know? If so, we may be able to help one another. But first, might I trouble you to explain how you came to collide with my skull? Well, sure. You might not believe me, but... I see. I believe that that dispels any major doubts I had concerning your intentions. Apologies for being so intrusive, but you must understand, this is an uncommon occurrence. Yeah, you don't usually bump into familiars that just drop out of the sky, right? I shall pry no further, for I am well aware that we all have secrets we must keep. However, if I may, I should very much like to take a look at this crystal of yours. Sure, absolutely. Or maybe Rika's not so sure. I mean, we gotta show him the evidence here, right? Yeah. Here you go. Take a look. Fascinating. While I cannot say much as to what it contains, it is clear that there are memories stirring within. Memories that speak of something gravely amiss in Pandemonium. What could it be? As you have a look at the horizon and all the various beautiful sights here in Elpis. The facility extends beneath Elpis, and is overseen by the words of La Habrea. So basically, in the domain of the Convocation of 14, Lahabre is basically the ruler of the underworld, as it were. My poor throat has just had a night, for sure. It houses those creations that are highly valued as research subjects and highly dangerous to the star. Naturally, it is strictly guarded and under constant surveillance. And so, what do? Several days ago, however, an unnatural shift in the flow of its surrounding ether was detected. Soon thereafter, all communications from Pandemonium ceased. Oh no. I am here as representative of an organization that works directly with the Convocation, and have been asked with investigating this incident. Hopefully we can help you out. Now that there is some measure of transparency between us, might I offer a suggestion as to what we should do next? Yeah, I believe I can. In the meantime, though, we will complete our first quest by taking 5 Tier 9 Quick Arm Materia and 3 each Tier 9 of the Heaven's Eye, Savage Aim, and Savage Might Materia. Oh, I can only take 1. Critical hit it is. During the course of your investigation, you may discover valuable artifacts. These can be exchanged for equipment by speaking with Melanie in Aporia or Joel at Razat Han. Yeah, I think I know exactly what you're referring to.